That thing you just bought for your hamster's cage, the one the pet store employee smiled and recommended, could be killing your hamster right now. Slowly. Silently. And you wouldn't know until it's too late. Welcome to Critter Mind. Subscribe right now because what you're about to learn will permanently change the way you set up your hamster's home. 10 items. 10 silent killers that millions of owners put in their cages every single day. And we're starting with the one that's probably in your cage at this exact moment. 1. Cedar and pine shavings. That fragrant wood bedding you picked up because it smelled clean is releasing a chemical called phenol into the air your hamster breathes 24 hours a day. Phenols are aromatic hydrocarbons that evaporate at room temperature. Your hamster's respiratory system, designed for underground burrows, has no defense against this sustained exposure. The damage begins in the liver, where phenols are metabolized. Veterinary studies have documented elevated liver enzymes, respiratory inflammation, and drastically shortened lifespans in rodents housed on softwood bedding. The smell you interpret as clean is the exact evidence of the toxin. Switch to paper-based bedding or aspen. Do it today. This change can add years to your hamster's life. 2. Cotton fluff nesting material. It looks soft. It looks cozy. It's one of the leading causes of emergency surgery and death in pet hamsters worldwide. Cotton fibers don't digest. When your hamster stuffs this material into its cheek pouches, the fibers wrap around teeth, tongue, and the delicate pouch lining. Strands become tourniquets around tiny limbs while they sleep, cutting off circulation. By the time you notice the swollen paw, amputation is the best outcome. If swallowed, it creates intestinal blockages that are almost always fatal. Use plain, unscented toilet paper. Let your hamster shred it. It's free, safe, and accomplishes exactly what cotton fluff only pretends to. 3. Wire-bottom wheels and cages. The classic image of a hamster on a metal wire wheel is one of the most damaging visuals in pet history. Hamster feet are built for soft substrate, not wire. When tiny feet repeatedly strike and fall through the gaps, the result is a condition called bumblefoot. Open sores that become infected, spread systemically, and cause chronic pain. Worse, legs get caught mid-stride at full running speed. Fractures in hamsters are catastrophic. Their bones are thin, their healing is poor. Solid surface wheels only. Minimum 8 inches for Syrians. We're 3 in and it's heavier than you thought. 4. Exercise balls. This one is going to upset people, but the science is unambiguous. Exercise balls are not enrichment. They are sensory deprivation chambers. Inside that plastic sphere, your hamster cannot see clearly, cannot smell their environment, cannot hear normally, and cannot stop when they want to. The ventilation slots are often too narrow, the bottoms collect urine they then run through, and the balls roll into walls and downstairs. Behavioral studies show elevated stress hormones in hamsters placed in exercise balls. Their frantic running isn't joy. It's a panic response. 5. Cages that are too small. The pet industry has lied about hamster cage sizes for decades. The minimum backed by modern animal welfare research is 600 square inches of unbroken floor space. Most cages sold as hamster cages provide less than half. A hamster in a cage that's too small develops a syndrome called cage rage. Bar chewing until teeth break. Obsessive climbing. Self-mutilation. This isn't personality. This is a cry for help. In the wild, a Syrian hamster travels up to 5 miles in a single night. Your 10-gallon tank is a prison sentence. And we haven't reached the item vets call the most overlooked killer of all. 6. Essential oil diffusers near the cage. You love the smell of lavender in your bedroom. Your hamster is being poisoned by it. Tea tree, eucalyptus, peppermint, citrus, pine, cinnamon. Every one is toxic to small rodents at airborne concentrations humans find pleasant. The liver of a hamster cannot process these compounds. They accumulate. Hamsters in rooms with active diffusers have been documented dying of liver failure with no other explanation. If you use a diffuser, the cage must be in a different room with the door closed. 7. Plastic tubes that are too narrow. Those colorful tube habitats were designed for dwarf hamsters at best. Syrians grow larger than most owners expect, and the tubes do not grow with them. A fully grown Syrian can become genuinely stuck. The panic response causes hypothermia. Body temperature rises dangerously within minutes when confined and panicking. Death from stress and overheating inside a tube is more common than any pet store will admit. Tubes must be minimum 2 inches in diameter for Syrians. 8. The wrong foods. The list of human foods that kill hamsters is longer than the list that doesn't. Onions and garlic destroy red blood cells, causing hemolytic anemia. Chocolate contains theobromine, which hamsters cannot metabolize. Dairy causes severe digestive distress. Citrus acids destroy their stomachs. Raw potato, raw kidney beans, almonds, avocado, apple seeds, cherry pits. All toxic, some lethal in quantities smaller than a pea. If you didn't research it as safe for hamsters, it isn't. 9. Multi-level cages with high drops. Hamsters have almost no depth perception. Their eyesight is genuinely poor, evolved for detecting movement in low light, not for judging distances. A platform more than 6 inches above a hard surface is a fracture waiting to happen. Hamsters step off ledges they cannot see, confident in ground they believe is there. Their bodies are not built for impact. A fall that would embarrass a cat kills a hamster. The cute multi-story cage from the pet store has broken more spines than you would imagine. 10. Another hamster. We saved this one for last because it's the mistake made with the best intentions. Syrian hamsters are solitary. This is not a personality trait. It is a biological reality. In the wild, they live alone, defend their territory violently, and only tolerate another of their species during brief mating encounters. Putting 2 Syrians together always ends in violence. Not sometimes. Always. The fights are often fatal, and when they aren't, the survivor has usually sustained injuries requiring euthanasia. There is no exception that doesn't end in blood. Now you know what the pet store didn't tell you. If this changed how you see your hamster's cage, share it with one person whose hamster deserves better. Subscribe to Critter Mind and drop a comment with which item you found in your own setup. We read every single one. Stay tuned, because the next video reveals the 7 signs your hamster is trying to tell you something is wrong, and number 3 is the one almost every owner misses until it's too late.